Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to go over an article posted 2 days ago on Tabstocks.com about Zion Oil and Gas, ticker symbol ZNOG. We're going to read through it, we're going to take a look at the charts. I'm going to tell you my thoughts and my plan moving forward with this particular company and this stock. So it says Zion Oil and Gas, 1,641 feet is all to play for after hydrocarbon shows. That says Zion Oil and Gas are keen to test its MJ2 well in Israel following hydrocarbon shows within a 1,641 feet area. Within this area, Zion Oil and Gas has one main zone of interest and other smaller zones of interest. The size of the testing equipment being set up by Zion Oil and Gas leads ZNOG investors to speculate, that's for sure. Okay, those Zion Oil and Gas say shareholders and those interested in investing in ZNOG shares should not speculate. Zion's MJ1 well failed after Zion released similar news relating to hydrocarbon shows and following testing. What is all to play for now is within an area just over half a kilometer. Each zone of interest or layers within this whole area can be around 4 to 15 feet. The hydrocarbon shows or directed indications of hydrocarbons from Zion's MJ2 well would have been discovered in one or more of the drilling fluids, cuttings, or the cores. Signs of oil in Zion Oil and Gas's share price. There appear to be a correlation of signs in the Zion share price which confirms this discovery. Zion Oil released news of the hydrocarbon shows on 23rd of November 2021. The ZNOG share price was in decline from the end of October 2020 when it saw a high of $1.74. In some respects due largely to penny stock pumpers. It's interesting to note that by the end of November 3rd, 2021, the ZNOG share price was trading at around 13 cents. It, however, jumped to 19 cents on November the 8th, which was a Monday. On the 9th, before any ZNOG updates, the price had risen to an average of 25 cents. From that unusual peak, the ZNOG share price had given back those gains and fell around 14 cents. On the 23rd of November, the ZNOG share price was back to 19, the day Zion released news of hydrocarbon shows. From November the 8th, investors had been buying Zion shares, clearly in the knowledge of Zion's discoveries. The ZNOG share price rose again and peaked around 32 cents on the 9th of December. In their the November 23rd update from 2021, Zion Oil and Gas shows a picture, which is a black sky, beams of light from a spot lamp on their drilling rig, and an Israel flag. The black sky taking a picture at night is unusual for Zion Oil and Gas, who normally takes pictures during the daylight. This could be a sign showing that black represents oil. I'm not going to go there. It could just be a picture at night. Okay. But it says in their May 11th, 2022 update, Zion Oil and Gas used the same picture. I've taken the liberty to use the picture in the Tabstocks article, as you saw above, and this is what Zion stated in one of their updates. A full set of detailed and comprehensive tests includes neutron density, sonic, gamma, and resistivity logs paired with well testing will commence during the coming weeks. Based on these logs and analysis, additional zones of interest may be identified and tested. They discovered other zones of interest other than their main zone of interest. I'm assuming that Zion's main zone of interest was as a result of their 3D seismic data, which led them to buy the rig that can drill deeper. In their May 11th, 2022 update on Zion Oil and Gas, it stated, ongoing operations include well stimulation and DST testing. Zion Oil and Gas may know more than they are letting investors know with regard to what they have already discovered. And there was an interesting trading activity pre-Zion's 23rd of November 2021 update, which clearly began some 12 trading days prior to the date. We are not even sure when the drilling ended proper, but clearly, a few investors were excited enough to have moved the ZNOG share price, and there's no penny stock pump correlation during the period that he's aware of, or she's aware of, whoever wrote this article, which is an encouraging sign. This tells me that only a few investors got in on the action with the knowledge of what Zion Oil and Gas had discovered. That said, the ZNOG share price has not reacted too well since, given that the share price lost most of its gains to 32 cents, falling to around 10 cents since. However, this was to be expected if most of Zion Oil and Gas investors have not been privy to the news. Though I'm minded of the fact this time John Brown emailed Zion Oil and Gas investors that we should see oil soon. The ZNOG share price recently rose to about 42 cents in early June of 2022, but has traded at an average of about 25 cents with a low of 19 cents on June 7th, pre-annual shareholder meeting, which was held on June the 8th. Actually, no, I don't believe that's accurate. I think it actually dumped the date of the meeting, and that's when it fell down pretty hard. So we'll look at the charts to clarify that. Since the annual shareholder meeting, Zion Oil and Gas share price has been positive, peaking just over 29 cents. However, we're going to look at today how it did fall down. Remember, this is from 2 days ago, right? Okay, this is a 10 cents gain since Zion's annual shareholder meeting. That was based on at the time of this article. It says Zion Oil and Gas has yet to confirm testing has started proper since the last updates. It's been over 6 weeks, and I would expect an update from Zion Oil and Gas on July the 8th, 2022. And let's see if he's right. Let's put that on our calendars, July the 8th, okay, and see if they'll come out by then. I kind of expect something over the next couple weeks as well. And again, Monday, Thursday is typically whenever they release that. If Zion Oil and Gas were to put their MJ2 well into production, in my view, they would need to make commercial a minimum of 500 barrels per day of oil. At today's oil prices, this would mean that Zion Oil and Gas could raise about $20 million per year from one oil well, though a high percentage of oil production profits would go directly to the Israeli government. Nevertheless, if Zion Oil and Gas could tap into the productive layer rich in oil, a few producing oil wells could raise many millions of dollars annually for the company. Zion Oil and Gas is applying for a new exploration permit, and you can take this one of two different ways. Either they are playing for more time if MJ2 turns out to be dry, or Zion seeks to capitalize on what they already know will turn out to be a winner. One thing for certain, the ZNOG share price waits for no one. Okay, so interesting article here from Tabstocks.com. I'm going to link it in the description below for you guys to take a look at if you would like. So that's a lot of good points in there. Kind of a good little recap based on, last year and the share price and some things that have happened and things of that nature. Before we take a look at the charts, I'm going to kind of touch on, he talked about they applied for that permit from the Israeli government. Just an FYI, I did email the Ministry of Energy again to check on the permit, and it's been about 5 days, and the last time I did email them, they got back in about, I think, 5 to 7 days, business days. So as soon as I get a reply back, if they give me any type of good information on that, I'll make a separate video, and we'll be able to kind of check that out together. So, all right, guys, let's take a look at the charts and let's see what they tell us. All right, guys, taking a look at the charts for Zion Oil and Gas, ticker symbol ZNOG. So today we got down to as low as about 20 cents, and a good thing is we keep bouncing off of 20 cents, as you see here. This was from the annual shareholder meeting. We fell all the way down here, bounced off. And we keep kind of just, we fall down, we bounce up, we'll fall back down. Hopefully we will bounce up again and stay in that little channel there. So we're currently at fair value, not an exceptional amount of volume, but we did cross over from bullish to bearish on the 180-day 4-hour time frame. So for me, I'm watching this level here at 22 cents, because if we break below 22 cents, then we could potentially come down, and we'll obviously retest 20 again. If we bounce off of that, cool. If not, then we are going to break that bullish trend on the 180 4-hour underneath that red SMA line, and come down and probably test that 16 cent mark. If for some reason we continue to come down, okay, and they don't provide any type of news or updates over the next couple of weeks, I do expect this to still kind of slowly bleed a little slow kind of a slow death, I guess. And for me, originally 20 cents was where I'd come back in and buy more, but I'm thinking that if we break below 20, or like this week with no updates, then I'm going to wait it out and see if I can't get it to get some at 16, maybe 15 cents is where I would come back in and look to add some more to my position, like a heavy amount on that position there, right? So we'll kind of have to wait and see how it reacts from there. So good thing is we can take a look at the longer term, our longer term time frame, and it looks like we're still trading above the red SMA line for, you know, a longer term time frame here. And take this Fibonacci retracement level off because it actually doesn't pertain to that. This is actually only through June the 2nd, okay, but it's going to be, you know, you'll still be trading above the red SMA line here for the longer term. This is from 2020 all the way to now into June, okay? So the red SMA line, we got to stay above about 17 cents, and we're still in a overall bullish pattern for the longer term time frame. However, we want to see, you know, this thing go a lot higher than just, you know, 25 cents or 20 cents. We need some help from the company in order for us to do that. So longer term, guys, as you see $1.74, it'd be really great. This is a similar setup of what we saw in the 180-day 4-hour time frame, as far as looking like starting to form a cup. Okay, so if we can continue to move up, and let's say we do get up to $1.74 and we have a slight pullback, this thing can set up to make a massive move to the upside, but we need some good news and help from the company. So anyway, guys, just wanted to provide that update. If you enjoyed the video, smash the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel. As always, if you enjoy our content and you have not yet, other than that, we'll catch you in the next one.